My name is Cindy Santos. My husband is Foster Santos and has been a firefighter for 31 years for the city of Houston. He has been working at Station 11 for 18 years now on the rescue truck. In November 2012, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had surgery in December and had to undergo treatment several months after the surgery. Foster was able to be by my side the whole time. He applied for FMLA in order to help me through everything, and I couldn't have done it without him. He used several of his FMLA days and hours taking care of me after my surgery, driving me back and forth to my treatments, and by just being there if I wasn't feeling well. On that awful afternoon of May 31st, Foster was one of the 4 firefighters who were injured in the Southwest End fire, in which 4 firefighters tragically perished. He was attempting to rescue a second firefighter when a wall fell on his back air pack and knocked him to his knees. He was taken to the hospital with an injured knee. He was unable to return to work and do his job and was put on workman's comp. This was a very difficult time for us and our family. Shortly after, we were surprised to get a certified letter from the city of Houston that stated that he was put on FMLA. I didn't understand how that could be possible. How can the city put him on FMLA when Foster was hurt in the line of duty, doing his job and saving lives? I thought that's what workman's comp was for. He was now on FMLA for himself and for me. Were all his hours going to be used up? I worried about him needing to use more hours for me, and then he would not have any remaining in case he gets hurt again. Or what if he was out of work longer because of his injury? His hours would become obsolete. What if any of our 2 children become ill or hurt? Although I understand Foster being put on FMLA without his consent is something legal by the city of Houston, I do not believe that it was fair for him or any injured firefighter. I feel this act or policy needs to be changed or exemptions need to be made. We are blessed that Foster has been able to recently return to work, although he is still recovering physically and mentally. I pray that he won't get injured again or that I won't come out of remission. I strongly support the City of Houston's firefighters and believe they are our heroes. The City of Houston should take care of their own and do what's fair for the firefighters and their families. Thank you.
Councilmember Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mayor. Cindy, thank you for coming, and I appreciate you, all you do for supporting the firefighters that are here, the family members that are firefighters. Thank you all for coming today. Mayor, I'd just like clarification. What is happening with this policy? I know these letters went out, and what are we trying to do? I know there was something we were working on trying to resolve this issue.
Well, I think that they have, unfortunately, mistakenly focused on letters that have been going out routinely for several years and raised the allegation that we were somehow targeting firefighters, which is offensive on its face. These are letters that have gone out routinely to all city employees, and there was a change in policy, I believe, 3 years ago. However, there is a tweak we could make to our sick leave policy to clarify, not change, but to clarify that our policies are actually more lenient or more permissive than FMLA. We extend time for firefighters much farther than the federal FMLA standards. But in order to nip this in the bud, I think we're going to be bringing a small ordinance change to remove a sentence so that we can clarify this.
Okay. I remember we had this session a while back, so I thank you for clarifying that, Mayor.
Yes, sir. It is not, again, there was the focus on the letter, the mistaken focus on these letters actually caused us to go back and look and see if we could make some clarifications in our ordinances and policies so this issue wouldn't come up again.
Okay. And these letters will stop going out?
No, sir. It is the policy of the City of Houston that they run concurrently, and it is the standard in almost every other big city I can name that they go concurrently. Our own internal leave policies are offer more opportunity to our firefighters than FMLA would, so we consider it an immaterial issue. But we want to make sure that, I will be bringing an ordinance change to make clear to everyone that it is not intended to prevent someone from using accrued sick time to care for an ill family member. Thank you for asking that question.
Thank you.
I know this is an issue that you follow very closely. Mayor Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Ms. Santos, Mayor, thank you for that feedback. I think that at least I know I look forward to seeing that ordinance change, and it sounds reasonable and that it would be very helpful, particular to this type of scenario. I want to make sure this type of scenario doesn't happen to any other family. And want to thank you for your courage in coming forward. Obviously, both you and your family have been going through a lot, so hopefully this is an issue that can be resolved for you.
Thank you.
And just want to thank those that are here in support of you and just all the firefighters, men and women that keep us safe each and every day. Thank you for that.
Councilmember Lassiter.
Ms. Santos, as the council member for the district where the fire took place and where we lost the four fine firefighters, I want to thank you and your family and the entire Houston Fire Department for their service. We continue to keep you in our prayers and the entire firefighters family in our prayers, and we wish you well on your mission and your continued recovery.
Thank you.
Vice Mayor Pro Tem Bradford.
May I defer to the next speaker, please?
There are no other speakers.
Thank you. On the list?
Oh, I'm sorry, no other council members on the queue.
Yes.
Councilmember Burks.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to thank you and let you know that you're now in my prayers, as always, because I call y'all the angels who run into somewhere that is burning to run in while I'm running out. So just keep up the good work, and we're going to be praying for the full recovery.